Welcome to YouTube live stream. Nature's Lightning. How you guys doing? We'll be reacting to Stash. Some guy I put glow stick liquid in my hair. Oh my god, this guy is so stupid. What is he thinking? You know what happens? Don't you realize what the actual fuck will happen? You put glow stick liquid in your hair? That stuff is bull, kind of toxic. So that's where we'll be reacting today. Some YouTuber just put his dark liquid in his fucking hair for no fucking reason. Trying to get views or something? That's kind of fucked up thing to do. Let me get my Mr. Supercomputer Chromebook first. It's in my kitchen office. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So I'll be using my Chromebook just to look up any information about glow stick stuff, how toxic, deadly it is. So that stuff is from chemicals. Alright, let me look some information real quick. How toxic glow stick liquid you put in your hair? How deadly? Okay, it has low toxicity. That will cause burning sensation. People are stupid on YouTube putting glow stick. It will cause hair, like eye irritation if it gets in your eye. A greater danger is getting liquid in your eyes, which can cause significant burning, tearing, and stinging. So, don't put glow stick liquid over your hair. If that gets in your eye, it will put you in the hospital. I don't know. But don't panic. The liquid is not so really toxic, which is good. It's kind of low toxicity. But I was worried I'll be reacting to the YouTuber. So let's get the reaction started right now before I don't waste my fans' time. Alright, we're going to be watching by the video some YouTuber, so just buckle up and get reaction time.
I have green, red, yellow, orange, and clear. I'm not sure what color this is going to be. Will the different color glow sticks make my hair glow a different color? Number 3, how long will the glow effects last in my hair? And of course, number 4, at the end we will see if it kills my hair and if I'm bald. So strap in because this is going to be a very crazy and dangerous experiment. Do not try this at home. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is separate all of the colors because I'm going to put all the colors in separate bowls so I can apply them separately. Alright, so I finally have them separated. We have a lot of red ones, a lot of yellow ones, and not a lot of clear or green, and a decent amount of orange ones. Now I'm going to crack all of them to make them glow, and then we're going to cut them open. But first I'm going to turn off the lights because I'm going to do it in the dark because I think that would be way cooler. Alright, so I just dimmed the lights and I'm going to get to cracking. So I just discovered that some of the red ones are actually purple. When they're not cracked, they look the exact same, so I'm going to have to separate them after I crack them. But that does explain why I thought we had so many red ones. Alright, so I've now cracked all of them open. This is what the table looks like with the lights completely off. It looks absolutely insane. Literally have a blister on my hand from cracking them. But now it's time to cut them open. I turn the lights back on so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to go get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get seven different bowls so I can separate the colors. I'll be right back. All right, so I got a bunch of different clear containers that I'm going to put the liquids in. Let's get to cutting them open. So these are actually really hard to cut open. They are really thick plastic on the outside, probably because they don't want you to cut them open, but I'm still going to cut them open anyways. I'm going to start with the ones with the least amount, which is green. We only have 4 of these. So in order to do this safely, I got a towel that I'm going to cover, and then I'm just going to cut them open underneath the towel so I don't spray it on my face. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. One of them is cut open. In case you didn't know, these actually have glass inside the containers, so I'm going to strain that out because I don't want glass going into my hair. I don't think that would feel very good. Now I'm going to pour this into the cup, and then I'm going to apply it to my hair. I'm going to turn the lights off for that. I'll be right back. Whoa, that looks so sick. So this is what the liquid looks like out of the container. It is extremely bright. And that is the glass I was talking about. That is insane, and that is going in my hair. It's a good thing I streamed this out. That would not have been good. Now it's time to apply it to my hair. So to start off, I'm just going to do a strand test. I'm just going to apply it to like a piece of my hair to make sure it actually glows in my hair. And then I'm going to apply it to all of my hair. So how am I going to do this? I'm just going to like, I guess. Actually, I'm just going to use my hands. I really hope this is not bad for your skin. Alright, I'm just going to put it in this strand right here to test it out and then go from there. So it is in the strand of my hair. I'm going to turn the lights off to make sure it glows. And that strand of hair is definitely glowing, and along with my hands as well. So it's time to apply it to the rest of my hair. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to pour it on my head like this. This is going to be very interesting. Alright, I'm just going to put it with my face down because I don't want it getting on my skin. Alright, so it is now in my hair and also on my forehead, unfortunately. I'm going to push my hair back so it doesn't get as much on my forehead and on my nose so it doesn't burn my skin, because it's not really going into my hair, it's more just like sitting on top. My hands are very green. Like I said, it's not really going into my hair, it's really just sitting on top, it feels like. It's not like water, how it just like goes into your hair. It's like almost like a cast on top, it feels like. Alright, now that it is in my hair, it's time to see it in the dark. It doesn't look like much yet, but I have a feeling once I turn the lights off, it's going to look absolutely insane. And this is how it looks. Oh, it looks so cool. It is extremely bright and super watery. I'm not gonna lie, it is getting absolutely all over my floor. I'm trying to not get it in my eyes because I feel like that would burn extremely bad. This is what my hands look like, and they are also very much glowing. I have a feeling this stuff might be toxic. Nothing bad is happening yet besides my forehead burning a little bit, but it's not like extremely bad. It just feels minorly uncomfortable. I'm hoping it doesn't get worse. This is what my setups is looking like right now. It is all over my table, but it looks so cool. I really wasn't expecting it to glow this much. It is really starting to burn my forehead and my upper eyelid area, so I'm going to go wash this out. It should be pretty easy to get out because it's really just sitting on top of my hair. It didn't really like saturate into my hair, if that makes sense. And then we're going to test the other colors to see if they glow in my hair different. Alright, so I just washed out the green one. It was actually pretty easy to wash out. The only thing is my scalp kind of like feels weird. Hopefully this isn't damaging my hair too much, but I guess we'll find out after I apply 6 more colors. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is the red ones. I'm not sure if these are going to be as bright as the green ones. Cut that open. This is what the red liquid looks like. Alright, now to apply the red glow stick liquid. I'm really curious to see if it will glow red or if it will just be like the same glowy color that the green one would. I'm just gonna pour this on my head as well. Alright, get it all throughout my hair. Now that the red is applied, I'm going to turn the lights off. Alright, so this is what the red looks like in the dark. It is not nearly as bright. Actually, it's not really bright at all, to be honest. It actually like barely picks up on camera. I mean, my table is bright, but that's about it. Okay, so for whatever reason, the red didn't really show up in my hair at all, but it showed up everywhere else. Like it was glowing in the bowl, it was glowing on the table, it just didn't show up in my hair for whatever reason. I'm not sure why that is, but we're gonna do the other colors and we're going to do it in fast succession, so get ready. Alright, the next color we are doing is the yellow ones. Looks very similar to the green one. It does look bright on my hand, but not really in my hair. On to the next one. Blue! I'm really excited for these ones. It looks like just a clear liquid. It doesn't look blue blue at all. All right, lights on and lights off. You can see a stripe across my forehead. It doesn't even look blue. It looks more like white. This one's definitely my favorite. Look at my finger. It's like straight up white. Just taking a look at my table. It is a mess. All right, on to the next one. And for these last two, I'm going to apply them both at the same time. One on this side of my head and one on this side of my head, just for fun. Which are orange and pink, purple, pink. Oh my, that is a lot of liquid. As you can see, I wanted to go on my forehead. Looks like a galaxy. Alright, now in order to see how long this glow effect lasts in my hair, I'm going to sit here in the dark until it fades away. For you guys, it will be a time lapse. For me, I will just be sitting here for a long, long time. Please like this video because I'm in pain. Turn off the lights. Okay, so I just sat there for a long time and it was still glowing. To be honest, I'm kind of worried how much damage this is doing to my hair. So I decided I'm going to cut it short and wash it out now so I actually have hair at the end of this. So I'm going to take a really long and hot shower and hopefully I will have hair that's not super damaged. I'll be back in a while. I'm back and I feel so much better. I think the fumes from the glow sticks were messing with my head because it kind of gave me a headache and made me feel lightheaded, which is kind of concerning. I was seriously just in the shower for like 20 minutes making sure I got all of it out. I also just let it air dry, which took like 15 more minutes. I think I got it all out, but I guess we'll see here in a second when I turn off the lights. Surprisingly, my hair doesn't feel super damaged. It does feel dry, which it often does after I do these experiments. All right, to make sure there's nothing left in my hair, I'm gonna turn the lights off. Okay. Uh-oh.
Like I said, don't do this. It's really dangerous. So, is it toxic? Low, maybe, yes. So, what do you think in this video will happen if you don't wash it out correctly in the shower? So, just... if you left the excess on your hair, it will damage it really good. You don't want that glow stick liquid on your hair. That shit's dangerous. It says don't panic, but it doesn't matter. That stuff is toxic and damage your hair. You don't want that, man. You know what happens? You gotta shave your head bald forever. Until your hair grows back. I would suggest stick with no liquid like that. Okay? Super fucked up thing to do. Just like I said in the video, be mindful in what you're doing of the safety risk. Alright. It has search labs option. That's kind of good. That way I know where the chemicals are from. They just don't want you to know. I'm just trying to make sure this stuff could be hazardous. I can tell you is, my advice is don't try it. And this shit's pretty dangerous. Like to be said on my advice, don't pour it in your hair. Don't do nothing. Except just take a shower, but you will not be able to get it off. You'll see me be a little one glow. Okay? Alright guys. Thank you for watching Nature's Landing, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And that's it for a wrong reaction for a YouTube video I got, I guess. Alright guys, thanks for watching.